What's up, it's Gene, your coach and motivated impact storyteller. All right, here I go again. I'm going to read another chapter in my book, Worded to be Great, How to Build Self-Discipline, Achieve Your Greatness. I really love this chapter a lot. You know, the thing about when you write a book, you get to go back and relive moments in your life. And sometimes those moments at the time when they happened, they wasn't funny. But when you start thinking about them and you write about them, you realize how funny they actually are. And now this is chapter 4. And this chapter is called The Merry-Go-Round. My fifth grade teacher, Miss Jones, who was 6 feet tall with beautiful mocha skin, told us to form a line and follow her to the lunchroom. Before we walked down the hall, she said, "Let's remember, stay quiet as we walk to the cafeteria. Keep yourself in a straight line, and once you get your tray, find a seat at the table. Remember not to move around unless you ask permission. And for those who follow these rules, finish all their food, they'll earn the privilege of being the first in line for recess." Everyone was on their best behavior as we walked to the cafeteria. We went through the cafeteria line, got our trays. We were served pizza, green beans, milk, and chocolate cake. Everyone wanted to be the first in line, so we quickly ate our lunch. I finished my lunch before everyone else and got Miss Jones' attention by yelling, "Look, I'm done." She smiled and instructed me to line up at the cafeteria's back door leading to the playground. After all 20 of us students finished our lunches and lined up, Miss Jones announced, "You all have 30 minutes of recess. Gene, please lead everyone outside to the playground." As soon as I stepped out the door, I sprinted with my classmates following close behind me. We ran like racehorses towards the red, shiny merry-go-round. 9 of my classmates and I reached the merry-go-round first, and we piled on top of it like ants on a breadcrumb. It could only hold 10 people at a time, so I began teasing our classmates who weren't among the first to jump on. "Come on, slowpokes, and push us. Get over here and push us down," I yelled sarcastically. They stared at me with anger in their eyes before reluctantly pushing the merry-go-round. As they pushed us at a snail's pace, I couldn't help but express my frustration. So I said, "It's no wonder none of you were the first to get on. You push as slow as you run." Apparently, my words got under their skin because they started pushing us faster, which forced 6 of my classmates to jump off in terror. They pushed us faster and faster until everyone except me jumped off, which meant 10 people could spin me at an insane speed. They started pushing me faster and faster, and I began to lose my balance and feel nauseous. So I cried out desperately, "Stop! I'm getting sick. I need to get off this merry-go-round." They ignored me and started pushing me faster and faster and faster, and then it happened. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. This is one of my favorite stories. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of you all, you're gonna see yourself in this story, okay? This story, the merry-go-round, you're gonna find yourself in the middle of this story because it's gonna remind you of some things that you've been doing. Now, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm so tempted to tell you what the story is, but I'm not gonna do so. I want you to get a copy of the book so you can see exactly how this story ends, because I promise you, what you're going to learn at the end of this story is something that's really going to help you start building your self-discipline so you can achieve that greatness that's inside of you. See, a lot of us, we have our own merry-go-round, and you're going to find out what I mean by that. But in order for you to do so, you have to get a copy of the book. So you can click the link if you're on YouTube below, or on one of my social media profiles in Instagram, TikTok, on Threads. I will have a link And I also want to let you know that if you want a signed copy of this book, I have a website you're going to go to that allow you to get a signed copy if you're in the US. Now, if you also want a copy of the book, you can get it on Amazon. The link will be provided as well. All right, this was the fourth chapter, the merry-go-round. I just read a brief amount of it, and I'm going to move on to the next video where I'm going to read another chapter so you can get another preview of this book, Worded to Be Great, How to Build Your Self-Discipline to Achieve Your Greatness.